In this last chapter of this title, we're going to put together a lot of the information that you've learned and build our own data-driven web application. The project that I've chosen for this is a discussion forum, because this will let us put into practice a lot of the things that we've learnt throughout this title. We're going to be basing our discussion forum on threads, which will be discussion topics which can be posted on by a number of different users that will subscribe to our forum. We also have moderators who will have special privileges that will allow them to do things that normal users can't. Let's take a look at the structure that we're going to use to build this forum. We can use the login system that we made in an earlier chapter with some slight modifications, but essentially it'll be the same basic login system that we used. So we'll use that as the entrance to the site. Then we'll need a page where the threads will be listed so that the user can see what are the most recent threads on the forum and view any thread that their user chooses and make their posts from viewing the threads. So we'll need a page to view the threads. We'll also need a page where the users can submit a new post or edit a post that they've already made, providing the user is the same user who originally put the post on the site. We'll also allow users to delete posts. Once again, users will only be able to delete their own posts. We will give to moderators the extra facility of deleting threads. We'll also let them delete any post regardless of who submitted that post to the forum. Those are the only pages that we're going to need within this forum system. We'll also need an include script with which we can store the common functions that we're going to use within the whole of this forum on each page. Before we begin scripting, let's take a look at the database that I've created for the forum system. Once again, this database is included within the source code that's included on the CD. So if you use MySQL, then you can implement the database system on your own machine. The database is called Forum, and as we can see, there are three tables, one for each of the main entities of the forum system. And if we take a look at the users table, we'll see that it's based very closely on the user table that we made for the login system earlier on in this title. Some extra fields have been added, however. We're going to keep track of the number of posts that the user has made altogether with the total posts column. We're also going to store the user's email address, and we have two effectively Boolean columns, although the Boolean data type is not supported by SQL. And these two columns are show email, which is whether or not the user wishes to allow their email address to be made public so that other users of the site can email them. And the other Boolean is mod, which is whether or not they've been assigned as a moderator and are therefore able to use the special privileges that we give the moderators within our PHP scripts. The threads table consists of only two fields: the thread ID, which is the primary key, and the title, which is the title by which the thread will show up on the main page of the site. We have a posts table as well. Now this doesn't show too well in the MySQL command line because of the default date value is rather large and so throws the structure of the description on the MySQL command line. However, we can see that there are 5 fields, and those are, first of all, the post ID, which is the primary key, and then this is connected to the user ID, but by the user ID field to the users table, so that each post keeps a record of which user made that post. It also keeps a record of which thread the post is a part of, and that's kept by the thread ID field. We also have the body field, which is the text of the post. Then we're also going to keep track of a date posted field, which is going to store the date and time when the post has been submitted to our website. This will enable us to keep track of which thread has been posted to most recently, and thus keep the most recently posted threads at the top of the main page. In our next movie, we're going to start building the scripts for this forums system.